Okay, we started recording. And I will upload this video later after our lesson. I'll upload it to Google Classroom. Good. Now, let's do the exercises. Let's do the exercises. Let me share my screen. I've uploaded tasks here in Google Classroom, Lesson 6, Lesson Plan and ALM. I renamed it, Lesson Plan and ALM. Seminar activities. If you come here, you'll see these slides, these Word documents, and we'll start with the first activity. All right, the lesson is divided into 8 parts. We have 8 parts in our lesson, and here they are mixed. They're jumbled. Let's put them in the correct order. Okay, let's do it individually first. Do it somewhere on a paper, on a draft somewhere. You have 1 minute, and then we'll do it together. We'll check. All right. So, for example, first is what? I don't know. Guided practice. For example, it's not correct actually. So you should put it in correct order. Is it clear? So 8 steps. Put them in the correct order. 1 minute.
Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 30 seconds are left. All right. So, what comes first? Can you answer? What comes first?
Stimulate the recall of prior learning.
Actually, no. No. It doesn't come first.
Maybe present the content.
You don't start presenting content right away.
Presentation.
Class arrangement.
Class arrangement.
Class
Class arrangement first. Because what does it mean, class arrangement?
Like you make sure it is people are sitting correctly, like it is clean.
It doesn't mean the classroom. It means students. So usually when you start the class, students are disengaged. They're not arranged. They're talking about something. They're doing something else. But we usually start the lesson like, "Good morning, class. How are you? Yeah, how are you doing?" Like blah blah blah. So this is a class arrangement when you grab the attention of students, when you organize that moment. In Russian, they call it организационный момент. When you go to school, they'll tell you like there must be in your lesson plan. There must be организационный момент. So this is organizing time, when you arrange the time, when you grab the attention of students. Okay. And second,
Presentation.
presentation of objectives. You present the objectives. Like in our lesson today, we're going to learn, and you tell what, or we're going to do this, for example, or we're going to revise whatever, right? So you tell students beforehand. Usually you can skip these parts. Sometimes teachers don't tell it. If it is, for example, guided learning, they don't tell the topic, but they can say, today we're going to read a story, for example. If it is guided discovery, yeah? If you remember, I didn't tell the subject. I said, I'm going to tell you a joke, yeah? So if it's not guided discovery, if you teach directly, then you just tell what you're going to learn. Today we're going to learn present perfect for experience, for example. you will learn how to talk about your experience using present perfect. Yeah? All right. Third, what comes third?
Stimulate recall.
Good, very good. Stimulating recall of prior learning. So what you learned in the previous lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it must be somehow connected with your lesson. Must be somehow connected with your lesson. If it is, for example, present perfect, maybe you learned past simple in the previous lesson. Yeah, so you can tell, or even if it was like a few weeks ago, but past simple is connected with present perfect, right? Because we use past simple for finished actions in certain time, and we know time. In present perfect, we also did something in the past, but we don't know time. So you start stimulating recall of past simple. For example, and you can ask a question like, okay, guys, in like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we learned past simple. What do you know about? So when do we use past simple? And you try to elicit. Elicit means get out from students their answers. Yeah. So when do we use past simple? And students tell for past actions. Good. For what kind of past actions? For finished or which still have result in present, which were finished in the past, for example. What about time? Is it specific or not specific? So you try to stimulate this recall, yeah? Because you're going to learn present perfect now. And in present perfect, we usually don't tell time, yeah. But result is in present. Good, is clear? So you should do it this way. Okay. Fourth, what comes fourth?
Guided practice.
How do you practice? How do you practice without presenting the content? Presenting the content. First, then you present the content. Then you try and explain. Like we use present perfect for actions that we did in the past, but we don't specify them, and they have result in present. And it doesn't matter that when it happened in the past. For example, I don't know. I have worked in Spain, for example. Yeah. And you can say, do you know when I worked in Spain? You ask questions. No. Did they mention the exact time? No. Yeah. But I worked in Spain, right? Right. Okay. So this is present perfect. So we don't specify time in the past, but it means I know about Spain something. Yeah. I worked there. So you present it. So maybe different ways. And then after presenting, there should be, yeah, you said guided practice. Guided practice. Guided practice. Guided means when you control it. It is also called controlled practice. When you control, everything is under control. Usually we do drill exercises in controlled or guided practice. Different kind of drill exercises. It might be fill in the gaps. It might be choose the correct verb. It might be open the brackets and put the verb in the correct tense. It might be matching. Yeah. So it's the same. The answer is the same. Yeah. I mean, we have only one correct answer. And students are practicing under the guidance of the teacher. Okay. What comes next?
Less controlled practice.
Less controlled practice or less guided practice. Yeah. Again, sometimes teachers skip this part. They don't do it. Sometimes they skip it. Yeah, I'll highlight two parts that we sometimes skip. Yeah. Sometimes they skip it. After the controlled practice, they immediately move to free practice. Yeah, to free practice. But this is also okay. So if you practiced, for example, drill exercises in this part, yeah. Let's say if it is a dialect. Yeah, we learn a dialect. Students learn a dialect. You tell them to read the dialect, to role play the dialect, and change roles. So this is exactly the same dialect. Nothing changes, and they role play it. In less controlled practice, you can say now change some parts in the dialect. For example, if it's shopping, you can tell your students to change some items in the shopping list. Yeah, so shop assistant and a customer. Can I help you? Yes, please. I'd like some milk. Please say milk, not tea, for example, not sugar. Yeah. Okay. How much would you like? For example, so they try to change some words, but it is still the dialect. Okay. So this is freer practice, less controlled practice. And then we have free practice. Now we have to like, totally write your own dialect from the very beginning. Now you go to a different shop or whatever. right? In free practice, there might be a lot of different and correct answers. Or it might be write a sentence or write a paragraph. It might be role play. It might be, what else? Discuss. Yeah, there might be questions and students discuss. So totally free practice, totally different answers, and all of them might be correct. All right. And the last part, yeah, of course, it is feedback. Sometimes they also call it review. Yeah, review. You review what you've learned. So what did we learn today, guys? Yeah. So we learned present perfect for experience. Okay, when do we use it? How do we use it? Then do we specify time and so on and so forth? Then if there are some problems, if students still don't understand, or if there are some students who don't understand, you can give feedback to them. Yeah, and then you can assessments. Well done. I don't know, Merwert, you did a great job today. Thank you. Okay, Bolat, you did also well. Very good. Keep up. And you can tell homework here. It also means assessment here. At homework, you have to do this and this. Next week, we are going to have a quiz. This is also assessment. Next week, we are going to have a quiz on and you need to say what. All right. So these are the stages that you have to go. As I mentioned before, you can skip presentation sometimes, presentation of objectives. Sometimes we skip it if it is especially guided discovery. But still, you can tell not the topic, but what you're going to do. Now, today we're going to read a text, or today we're going to listen. Today we're going to watch a video, for example, yeah, and blah blah. And we can sometimes keep less controlled practice. Clear? If it's clear, let's continue. We will not save it. Yeah, we'll continue with the next part. Here, lesson planning. I uploaded this second file. It's about lesson planning. And every lesson also should start with warm up. Yeah. So before presenting, there was presenting the content. Yeah, if you remember, presenting the content. Before presenting the content, there should be a lead-in or warm-up. So it might be a game, it might be an activity, but it should be very short. Somehow connected with the topic, right? So, and it should be very long. It looks 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So here we have an example of when teacher teaches animals. When he teaches animals, and they play a song. Old MacDonald's had a farm, E-I-E-I-ho. Yeah. So what is this? Your objective here is to lay the foundation for your lesson. You don't want to be too long. After listening to the song, you can warm up. Okay. It might be fill in the gaps, for example, very short one. Yeah. Or warm up. What else can we use it? Or put the song. You can take the song, the script, lyrics. You can cut it into 3 or 4 parts. Then you can mix them. And before listening, you can give your students this and say, put it in the correct order. Yeah. So they put it in the correct order as they think, and then you say, now let's listen and check. Yeah. And then you listen to the song. Yeah. Old MacDonald had a farm. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And you check it. Quite fun, interesting, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Yeah. And then you're going to learn about animals. Yeah. Elicitation, so extracting information. Sometimes you can skip this, but this is actually a review of the previous material. This is a review of the previous material or what students learn about animals. You can brainstorm. Yeah. Okay, so what kind of animals do you know about farm animals? And students tell us, duck. Okay, good. What else? Hen. Cow. Good. So you brainstorm, elicit. And then you start presentation. 7 minutes. The teacher here presents new. He can use flashcards, yeah, with pictures, yeah, flashcards with pictures. He can use PowerPoint presentation with slides, yeah, whatever. Then comes controlled practice, as we mentioned. And again, teacher can show flashcards, and students should say what it is, yeah. Or it might be presentation. Yeah, slides. Again, students should say what it is. Free practice. Free practice. It is also called production. When students produce something by themselves. Produce something by themselves. And review and follow up. Again, it's similar. We also have a system which is called PPP, guys. Presentation, practice, and production. This is a very popular technique. Almost all teachers of English know it. PPP, it stands for PPP, triple P. Presentation, practice, production. So before presentation, we have what? We have warm-up, we have some kind of elicitation, and then we present, presenting the content presentation. Practice, 3 types of practice. Remember? Controlled practice or guided practice. Less controlled practice and free practice. No, less control. Free practice is production, actually, sorry. And free practice is production. So in practice, we have guided practice, actually, guided practice, and less guided practice. We also have less guided practice. Production means free practice. All right? Production means free practice, when students produce something totally new of their own. All right?
Okay.
It's called triple P. I think it's clear. If you don't remember, you'll watch the video again. You can take a screenshot or take notes later. All right, let's continue now with the third part. Here, guided practice. I wanted to show you what we can include in guided and free practice. So 3 stages, like guided, controlled practice, and free practice, and then follow up. In guided or controlled practice, we can do drill exercises, matching, as I mentioned before, gap filling, quizzes, short quiz. In free practice, students can role play and they can write their own dialogue. They can discuss, they can write. Project might be given as homework. Review and follow up. You provide feedback. You work, deal with errors, common errors of mistakes, and with mistakes of students. And then you evaluate and assign homework. This is what we do. And let's continue with activity 2 now. Here we have the arrangement of lessons. They are in correct order. Now. What should you do? This is correct. We have scripts. I mixed them. And you must put the script in the correct order. So, for example, class arrangement is first, and you must find class arrangement here. So it might be, class arrangement is D. Good morning, class. How are you? So 1 is D. Okay?
Okay.
Should be this way. I uploaded it to Google Classroom. It's in Google Classroom. Let me show you. It's lesson activity 2, lesson plan activity 2. Here it is. Here it is. You have 2 minutes. Let's do it in 2 minutes, and then we'll check all together. should write keys myself too. I didn't make them. And by the way, guys, some parts are missing. Some parts are missing. 2 stages are missing here. I forgot to mention it, sorry. She didn't have some stages because it's audiolingual method. For example, yeah, I'll not tell you. Let's see what, if you can figure it out. Okay, have you finished?
Yes.
Let's check. First is D, as we said, yeah. Class arrangement. Hello, class, how are you?
Yeah.
Second,
F.
F, good. Third,
B. B.
no, we don't have third.
Yeah, we don't have.
No.
We don't have it. He doesn't recall. He doesn't revise anything from the previous lesson. Yeah, he starts the lesson immediately. Sometimes we miss it. Yeah, sometimes we don't need to revise. But it's a good thing if you do it, because if you go to school, they will always ask you this question. So, did you revise your the previous material? And it is actually a good thing when you revise the previous material. Okay. 4.
A.
A. Good. 5.
C.
We
don't have 5.
We do. E. 5 is E. Now we're going to learn it together now. I'm going to help you how to say this, the whole dialect. So he's going to help. Okay, so please repeat after the first line. Yeah, so they repeat after the teacher. So this is guided practice, controlled practice. Let's controlled practice.
C.
C. Now we will role play the dialect. I will be the salesman, and you, all teachers, will be the woman. So the teacher reads the words of the salesman. Students repeat. So less controlled. Yeah. Free practice. Do we have it?
Don't have. No.
No, we don't have it. Exactly, we don't have it. Students don't produce anything. They only learn the dialect, memorize it, and they repeat after the teacher. They repeat. And they assume roles, different roles of 2 people: the salesman and the woman. And 8 is, of course,
B.
B. Yeah, the last one. Good, well done, very good, guys. You did good job today. Now, you'll have to watch this part. I'll upload it to Google Classroom as well. You'll have to watch the video. It's a lesson. It's a lesson of a class. And you have to answer these questions. Okay?
Okay.
Now I'll upload it to Google Classroom. Just a minute. Week 6. material, seminar activity 2. Let's mention it. And we upload it to week 6. Come on. There it is. Here it is. Seminar activity 2. You click this button and you have a lesson. It's 23 minutes long. We have only, we don't have this much time. You can watch faster if you wish. Yeah, you can make it like 1.25 or 1.5. Yeah, and watch faster.
Okay.
So you save this your time this way, and then I will come at 10:45, and then we'll answer the questions all together.
Okay.
This is it. Now you can even log off if you wish. It's okay. I don't mind, but I will be online anyway. I'll be online. Just drink a cup of tea, and I will be back at 10:45. All right, guys. Have you finished watching?
You need the amazing Hoover vacuum cleaner.
Not yet. All right. All right, let's do it this way. It will be your homework. All right. So on Monday, next Monday, you'll have to answer the questions. I will also send you 2 or 3 more videos on YouTube. They're very nice about audiolingual methods. You'll have to watch them. One is about drill exercises. It's just a magic. Yeah, I watched it. It's from BBC Learning English. It's magic. Just watch it. How you can drill. Yeah, they demonstrate, they explain. You must write the names of the drills, and you must give examples. I'll upload homework in Google Classroom, and you'll have to answer those questions and upload answers there back. Okay, and we'll discuss them in our next lesson on Monday, as I've said, at 2 o'clock. All right, because it looks like we won't have enough time to finish this. Any questions, guys? If you have no questions, I think this is it. This is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining.
Teacher,
Yes,
can I
yes,
ask?
yes. Sure.
I uploaded my video on Monday, but you didn't rate it yet.
Well, I couldn't watch some videos because they are in Drive and I didn't have access. This is one of the reasons. And I'm not going to give grades for your videos that you uploaded so far. I'll give the grade for the last video that you're going to upload in 4 weeks' time. Okay?
Okay.
So the first video will not be graded because a lot of students didn't do it very well. The grades are pretty low. I didn't like them myself because students are really good. They have good English. Some of students, like Diana, has very good English. Yeah. But some parts were not correct, and maybe the grade she got is not good. I didn't like the grade myself because you're still students. You have never taught. It's quite natural, actually. My first lesson was a disaster. I think I mentioned it. My first lesson, and I demonstrated in my 3rd year. I think I was a 3rd year student. In spite of the fact that I was a 3rd year student, I was the best in class. But I was the best in class in terms of English. Yeah. But in terms of methodology, I didn't know anything. Yeah, so it was a disaster. This way it's quite natural. If you're not taught, you don't know how to do it. So today we learned the lesson stages. We learned how to plan a lesson. Now you have a better picture how to do it. On Monday, we'll start with warm-up. How we can start a warm-up. by Monday, you'll have to think about the topic that you're going to teach. Okay, decides the topic that you're going. It should be grammar. Yeah, let's choose grammar because grammar is difficult to explain, right? Vocabulary is easy. So choose one grammar topic. So Monday, decide what you're going to teach. And decide what topic you're going to teach in your grammar lesson. And then you'll try to brainstorm to develop a warm-up, for your lesson. We'll do it all together on Monday. We'll discuss it. I'll give feedback. First, I'll demonstrate a few techniques for warm-up. And then
Okay,
you will
thank you.
develop it. And then we'll brainstorm and do it all together. Well, do you have any questions? No? Well, if you have no questions, then I'll start the recording. I'll stop the lesson as well. I'll upload this video to YouTube, and then I'll upload the link to Google Classroom as well, so you can watch it again, and especially those who missed my class today. I think not everyone is here. Half of the class are not present, yeah.